Cool.
Yeah. Other than Remnants of the Rift, I just wrote down the word Zelda because I didn't want to reveal what game it was. I am playing Skyward Sword. Only because I own it and I never played it. I have a physical copy of this game because it came out, I think, 2 years ago as sort of like a big release of an HD remaster.
Yeah. Came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, I never played that game. The only games I played on the Wii was Twilight Princess, and I never finished Twilight Princess. So to play a game from that era, I was sort of interested. And obviously, I'm trying to get back in the Zelda mood because we're on the cusp. We're on literally hours away from joining Tears of the Kingdom very soon. And so I wanted to get in the Zelda flavor of getting to go to the dungeons, get the things, and then fight the big bad guys, right? So getting back in that moment, even though Breath of the Wild is very different from this game, this is very, I think, a traditional Zelda game from all intents and purposes. And I haven't gotten that far, but in all honesty, I think I'm going to put this down immediately mostly because the controls have not been updated very well. I know that the original game was, of course, waggle controls, and I'm trying to just play it like handheld, like on the Switch.
Waggle controls? That's right.
They did update it.
That was the one game that because it came out for the Wii, right?
Yeah, didn't it come out for the Wii U though?
Yeah,
too as well. Did they re-release?
I don't know if it came out for the Wii U.
I don't think so. I don't
remember. I didn't really do much with my Wii U, so
no, for sure.
Yeah, it was the one with the nunchuck controller, how you swing your sword and stuff.
Oh yeah, because it came with a gold Wiimote.
I do remember that.
It was a gold Wiimote. And we worked at GameStop at the time, so we always seen this fucking nasty ass gold Wiimote all the time.
It was also the first time that they brought out the thing for it, right? Like the pack for it, which made it better, like stronger or some shit like that.
Oh, the Wii Plus. Yeah, the Wii Plus.
Yeah, was it at that time?
Yeah, so then it can the sword movement's supposed to be like better because of it and stuff like that. Yeah. That game won Game of the Year, you know that, right? That's crazy.
No, I know. I'm sure it was good at the time, and I'm sure that if I do the Wiimotes as a game
I don't know
option,
how it won Game of the Year.
I mean, again,
it's a good story.
It's the.
It's a Legend of Zelda effect.
I put it to the effect of like I'm gonna put this in a Souls way of saying it, where like Dark Souls 2, it's a good game, but it's a bad Souls game. Zelda's a good game, but it's a bad Zelda game.
You have some like deep seated Dark Souls 2 trauma that we're gonna have to have therapy lessons for one day.
I'm gonna talk to my therapist and be like, okay, let's talk about Dark Souls 2 today.
Let's talk about a part of your life. You remember Dark Souls 2, and then you just have a PTSD flashback right in front of them.
Anyways, yeah, that's not kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, so my main thing is now the controls are updated so that way you can use controller, and they're not intuitive whatsoever. The way that it works is you're holding controllers, right? You're holding your system, and you have to lock in on your creature, and then the thumbstick is waggle left or right, and then that determines where you swipe up or down or cross. And it's not fun.
It's one of those. And I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so since that is your attack button, right? That's how you attack things. That is not your look button, which is what you normally you would move left and right. So in order to do that, you have to hold the left top part, and then that way you can move the stick and then move and look like a normal game. Like a normal game in 2023, which is not ideal. It looks gorgeous on this thing. I have an OLED Switch like Frank does. Frank, if you want to show off your OLED Switch, this is your opportunity.
Yeah, check it out. Look at that. Bam. Legend of Zelda edition.
Boom. There it is.
Bam. This is what the back looks like. I still haven't got a screen protector for it because the one I bought from GameStop was a piece of shit, and I immediately put it on and then it fell right off.
I don't even know where my Switch is. I should probably find that before.
He's looking around like, shit, I own a Switch too.
I should find that before Zelda comes out.
Hey, by the way, Harv, I bought Mario Kart and Mario Party Superstars, so now I can join you guys for Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, let's go. Let's
fucking go.
There was news this week that they're not coming out with a new system for another year at least.
Good. And makes my purchase less sad.
It makes me. I mean, yeah, for sure. But like, it's so upsetting, man. I just wanted to use Switch. I just want something new because
They
like
were-
the OLED is cool, but like if you play it mostly on the TV, it doesn't really matter, right?
They
In
were
the end of
not
it.
going to be announcing this Zelda game and having it released on like right now if they weren't planning on waiting for like at least a year for a new one.
See, I agree with you 100%, but they did do that for Breath of the Wild, which is kind of cool because it was like
I'm
released
talking-
on both.
I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about this whole year, 2000 all the way up to 2024. They're not
Yeah.
releasing a new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with Fee. No, Fee's correct on it. It's just Nintendo would do something like that, kind of.
I mean, they would, but I don't know.
I'm hoping that whatever the next Switch is, it's backwards compatible, so that way I don't have to buy shit all over again. But who knows? That's Nintendo.
It won't be.
No,
It's
of course
Nintendo.
not.
They probably won't be.
But that would be fucking weird that you release this game, your big flagship game of the year, and then I can't play it within the next year or the next console. I think that would be dumb, but you know, Nintendo be Nintendoing. Hey, but at least they're making movies now, so I can just want to enjoy it that way.
And
There you
Nintendo,
go.
free that Bowser guy from your clutches, assholes. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The
No,
other Bowser,
oh.
not Doug Bowser, the other
No,
Bowser.
not Doug Bowser. No, Doug Bowser. Doug Bowser's getting paid. The other guy's getting fucking drained out of his bank accounts. If you know that
Thank
story,
goodness.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
I mean, Nintendo got a lot of banned on Twitch for a couple of days.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah, because she was reacting to a video, a preview that was out for because there's a preview cycle for Tears of the Kingdom because a lot of people put videos out for it because they had to because it was a
Yeah.
preview thing, and Nintendo banned her account because she was reacting to a video.
Nintendo, man.
Who
I
got
don't get it.
A lot of peers.
a lot of Pierce.
She got her
Oh.
account back. It was like a 2-day thing or whatever. It was a DMCA thing.
I can never understand Nintendo. Like, how do you have one of like the happiest fan bases ever, and you just like repeatedly treat them like trash, and they still are happy? I don't get it. I just
Nostalgia,
don't
man.
understand.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia, baby.
It feels everything pretty much.
I honestly, Buster, I hope that guy's okay mentally too. Because if I had like, what is it, 25% of my taken out of my out of me for the rest of my life, I don't know how to cope with that one.
Yeah.
Don't have child support, and then you should be solid.
Fair.
Yo,
He pays
you know,
child
Mario,
support to
actually, that's a good
Nintendo.
analogy. It's basically just child support. It's just child support to the.
Mario's just out here taking shots.
Just taking shots. I hear
it's
it's very
true.
choppy. We're trying to get it back up and running. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, you're good. We can keep talking.
Yeah, we're trying a new thing with the multi-stream and stuff like that. So there's going to be some little bit of here and there, little crunchiness here and there.
Do you know what I
Already
realized? Random
what
like
would
a
you-
side note.
What's up?
Couldn't one of us be live streaming one thing and then Mario doing another one?
Yes,
That would
yes,
work.
That would
Okay,
work.
okay.
work, yeah.
Okay, here's
Could
the
work.
dealio. The next time we do this, I will be more than happy to live stream on Twitch for us. It's
Okay.
just I cannot guarantee my power doesn't randomly shut off because they're doing technical work, like they're doing like electric work outside.
I turned down Twitch. Twitch is down, so we should be good. Let me know if in the chat it was better or not.
Oh, you turned
All right.
off chat or turned?
I turned off Twitch just because,
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
there we go.
because
you know.
Sorry about
Sorry.
that. Multi-stream, multi-stream's borked. Don't ever use it. Use ABS1 when it comes out.
There you go. So well, here though we're focusing on the place that matters on YouTube.
fair
so
enough.
video is up and running. So again,
Cool.
but yeah, that's Zelda. I'm excited for the next one. I don't know if I'll be able to play it immediately, which kind of sucks, but we shall see. That is the game that I am most looking forward to. Honestly, the most, more than playing Star Wars, because I know Star Wars is kind of having issues right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
At some point,
On console, it's supposed to be fine.
that's what
On
I hear.
console,
Yeah,
if
I
you're
know.
playing on PlayStation, if you're playing on Xbox, it's supposed to be fine
Yeah.
for the most part, right? So
Yeah, it's just that, like, you know, I just want to keep all my games on one platform. That's why, like, do I buy it on PlayStation? I'm waiting for it to show up used at GameStop so I can just go pick up a copy, play it for like 7 days, and just return. Shit.
Super fair.
Um,
Well, good segue to I would love to hear about how everyone thinks that Jedi Survivor is going to be the game of the year. I would love to hear. Please talk, everybody.
I would love
Tell
to agree
me.
with you if I could fucking play it.
I'm I'm the only one that's finished this game so far.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell you got through the. How did you get through the whole fucking game like that?
It was janky. It was janky as fuck, but I got through it.
Yeah,
and I 100%ed it.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I am in the first like planet, and the game runs at like 22 frames per second.
Oh,
and
it gets
I'm
better
like,
once you get to the second planet.
See, you know
It
what?
gets a little bit better.
You know what I was told when I got this game? Oh, don't worry, it gets better when you get to the first planet. Now I gotta get to the second planet.
What's your first? Coruscant is the first planet. You're talking about the second one, or are you talking about that one?
Oh, we're talking about Coruscant. No, the Coruscant's the beginning of the game. I'm talking about the first planet you go to after Coruscant.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's supposed to get better in that on that.
Nah,
planet.
bro, I'm like
Okay,
22
yeah.
FPS right now because it's all
Yeah.
foliage.
I mean, yeah, that's honestly the max I got out of this game is maybe 25 FPS out of my entire time playing this game.
It's like watching a Star Wars movie.
exactly, which I
Oh,
know. But
I
like,
love it though, man.
but when I go through corridors and stuff, like when I go through like the underground stuff, I get like 40. Like I get that kind of thing. But
Yeah,
this is game of the year right now because nothing else is out. That's why. That's
sure,
why.
once Zelda comes out, it's already like insta game of the year anyway.
Listen,
mean,
we've already had Dead Space remake, Resident Evil 4,
Dead Space was pretty
Hi-Fi
good.
Rush.
I haven't played Dead Space remake, so I can't.
That's pretty good.
Because I played Dead Space recently, so I haven't checked it out yet. The game itself is good. The story is awesome. The combat is so clunky as fuck.
It's
And
so
I don't know
fucking
how
clunky.
I don't know how they could fix it at this point because I think they've just like doubled down on the clunkiness.
Yeah.
So
The
it's just
higher
like
frame rate. That's what
higher,
I need.
higher
Well, it's not
frame
even
rate.
that. It's because it like me and Harv had this discussion about Jedi Fallen Order many times, where like it's trying to be tight, but it's just not there yet. It's trying to be Dark Souls tight, but it's not there yet. And you would expect then the next game would be like, okay, we've heard this criticism, and it's not like just me and Harv had this criticism about the game. Many people have this criticism about the game. The next game, let's go ahead and just tighten that combat up and make sure we got our P's and Q's good. Frame rate and stuff aside, this game is workable on consoles. It just doesn't feel that way. Even when the combat is like a good crisp 60 frames per second, I still feel like everything's still very delayed. And it could be because the game's kind of broken right now, and maybe they just need to update that. But like, I don't know how you update that.
I think it's just a flaw in the
Yeah.
combat itself. I think it's the clunkiness itself. Because I'm also playing. I played on the hardest difficulty, getting through the whole entire game. That maybe is the aspect of the clunkiness, but like I like how they added stances. Stances
Yes.
is a really, really cool thing where you
Really
have
cool.
your double lightsaber, you have double edged lightsaber, you have the regular lights. It's really, really cool. The fact that I can't change on the fly mid combo is a missed opportunity to me.
What are you guys doing? What are we
missed
doing?
Imagine if I could just do like 2 hits with my normal lightsaber and automatically switch to my blaster or my double and just do it my
Yeah.
god, that would be so good. That'd be amazing.
We live in a post Devil May Cry 3 world. Devil May Cry 5 came out. You could style switch on the fly in that game. There is no excuse.
16. It's good. We're gonna have that in 16.
Yes,
It's gonna be
style
insane.
switching. If you have sword combat, you add style switching. It's just the law. If you have different styles of combat, you have to be able to do that on the fly. There's no reason why I have to delay my character, go through this whole ass animation. Well, none of the monsters have to do any of that, so they're just beating your ass while you're doing it anyway.
Yeah, because how it's done is like, so I played on a controller, and you can only have 2 stances on at once, right? But you can only go through them if you hit left or right on the D-pad. But that means you have to completely stop what you're doing, change your stance, and then continue your stance and continue your combat. So, but if you could change those like on the fly, like chain attack them, that would have been. I think I probably wouldn't have that many gripes about this combat if you could do that. This game, it doesn't. I get it. I get why you have to have combat that is like when you hit things with a when you hit things with a lightsaber in this game, it doesn't feel like you have a lightsaber in your hand. It feels like you have
I feel like I'm hitting anything.
It feels like you have a wet noodle.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just like waving shit around. Like I get it's a lightsaber, it can kind of cut through anything, but like, have some fucking feedback to like your hits or something. The enemies just sit there and just clip through it. It's like, what is going on?
But other than that, I think the combat's the weakest part of it. The game itself is really, really good. I think the story, the character, Cal is a little bit better in this game. I still think he is a non-character for the most part, but he's a little bit better. But everybody around him is really, really well done. Really, really well done for the story.
You know what's crazy? So I play Fallen Order, and I didn't even realize that character is in Shameless. So I watched the entirety of Shameless at some point. I don't think I actually said this on the podcast, but I watched the entirety of Shameless. So just imagine my surprise when it clicked when I saw a trailer for Jedi Survivor. I was like, "Holy fuck, that's Ian Gallagher!" This man stole a baby.
I wonder if they'll bring his character into live action at some point.
They have to. You have the actor looks just like him, and to be fair,
or they bring live action characters into their games.
Yeah, of course.
Well, they have,
but Cameron's a good actor, though.
I guess like live. I guess like
Saul Guerrero from the first one.
I mean, yeah, he's in there. I guess, yeah, he's in there. Yeah, I guess they put it. Yeah. I mean, there's I'm not gonna spoil anything because there's something else that happens in the game too. But
the one thing I want to say though is that timeline wise, I'm curious how they'll do it, but he'll have to be either older
because this is after Jedi. No, this is before Star Wars.
This is apparently the same. This is apparently the same year as Kenobi. At least that's what I keep seeing online. I can't confirm it, but
it's during Rebel time, like Rebels and like all that. So like it has to be that if they do that. So who knows?
No,
I mean, to be fair, whenever we watch a Star Wars like thing for TV shows and stuff, they just like go on a dartboard and be like, where do we want to put this?
Exactly. We're just winging it. Sometimes we're gonna go to the future, sometimes we're gonna go back. We're just actually gonna stay here in the past a little bit. This one's actually in between these things right here.
Yeah.
They just get the chicken from South Park, just cut its head off, and then just like, okay, wherever it lands, that's where we are in this time period.
Jesus.
But yeah, I think it's worth it to play on console. Wait on the PC. I don't recommend this game on PC.
Don't fucking touch it on PC.
Don't even worry about it.
I spent $70 on this. I did not need to do that. I was so dumb of me.
Yeah. I think it took me about 65 hours to 100%. So like I got my worthy out of the game, but like it sucks because I couldn't stream it. So that's why I finished it so fast.
Oh, okay. That's where I was confused. I was like, damn, bro, you ran through it quick.
Yeah, it's because I couldn't stream it because I was getting like 10 frames per second when I was streaming.
It was bad.
It was.
Watched it. It was real bad.
Yeah.
Do you, without spoiling anything, do you think Respawn is gonna keep with this whole Star Wars thing going forward?
It's gonna be a third one.
There'll be a third one.
All right, it's gonna be a third one.
But
Respawn is going to be turning into a Star Wars studio for a little bit at least.
Yeah. Because at this point, who's working on Apex? Is it still them? But I mean, like, I imagine they're pretty offhand on that at this point. No, more for like support, but who knows?
I mean, they got nothing else in the pipeline right now, right?
I thought they were working on an FPS Star Wars game too as well.
Is there a VR game, or did that already come out?
Well, that could be. I don't know what the VR game is because they have like Vader, like something, the Darth Vader game on VR, and they have another game on VR already. It's somewhere post Solo, pre A New Hope ish. Yeah, that would probably be it. Well,
okay, so they have a untitled first-person shooter Star Wars, a Star Wars strategy game, and then a Vince Zampella unannounced game. So it looks like they're going balls to the wall in Star Wars for the most part.
It was. I just realized something. Above and Beyond. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
VR game.
Yeah, so it's already. I just realized something. So this game stars a ginger character, just like the original Jedi. What was that game? You know which one I'm talking about, Mario? That Jedi Outcast?
Dash Randar? Oh, wait.
No, I'm talking about Kyle.
Kyle
something.
Kyle Katarn?
Oh. Kyle Katarn? But like
geeks in the chat, let us know.
That the series in that first game, right? He was just like this clean-shaven dude. He looked a little bit young and stuff like that, right? Second game comes out, right? He's got a beard now. All right, just like another character in the Star Wars lore now. And all of a sudden, Cal's got a beard, right?
Sure.
All of a sudden, this dude's got a gun as well. The dude from the second game got a gun as well.
Oh, Kyle Katarn, and also I'm not gonna Google that name ever again.
Also,
yeah.
This is also one of the cool things about this game, honestly, is that I like how everything is cosmetic in the game when you pick up. Because I
that's
feel
so
like
cool, yeah.
I feel like Star Wars needs that kind of stuff instead of like power-ups and stuff like that. But like, I like how every time you go and pick up a treasure and stuff like that, it's always like cosmetic because people want to be able to like make
Uniquely
Cal look
make
away,
their Cal.
yeah, and their lightsaber and stuff. So it's a cool aspect of. How
Can
they
you
did that.
confirm something for me? Small spoilers for Jedi Survivor, by the way. Confirm one thing for me. Can I have a Beskar lightsaber? I was really disappointed you couldn't do that in the first game. All the medals they had and shit, Beskar wasn't in there.
Honestly, I can't even tell you because I just
Fuck.
picked up shit and never really read it. So,
So it's unconfirmed.
I'm not.
I will
So
say,
it looks like there is.
Oh, bet. Hell yeah.
Well, all right, cool. The one thing I will say though is I do love looking at everyone's different versions of Cal because there are some really fucked up versions that I've been seeing. Specifically, my favorite, which of course is what is it?
Handlebar mustache with the mullet
Yeah, that
and
one.
the tank top. Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh,
try and take
shout
my
out,
guns.
shout out to the trophy list in this game. It's really fucking good because one of them is like do a drop kick with a mullet on,
Hell yeah.
and that's one of the trophies. It's really cool.
That's
they
good.
did a good job on the trophy list.
Yeah, I got an achievement the other night. It was just like, can you pet the bogling? Yes, you can pet the bogling. In the
Yeah.
description.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
good stuff. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Well, Jedi Survivor, if you want to check it out, hopefully it comes out like it gets some sort of update that makes it run properly so people can actually play it correctly.